Hello YouTube, welcome back to another reaction video. Today is F1 Fridays here on the Big Donch channel. Today we're checking out 9 stupid misconceptions of non-F1 people. Saw it on my recommendations, you know what? Decided to check it out as a new American, F1 fan. So let's check it out. Hope you guys enjoy. Before we get into this video, if you guys could like this video, subscribe to my channel. Help me get to 6,000 subscribers. We're almost there. That would really appreciate it.
9 stupid misconceptions of non-F1 people.
So I don't know what to expect.
F1 cars just drive in circles.
Kind of.
If you remember that there are now 20 circuits on the F1 calendar for the 2017
Well, I know NASCAR does, of course.
With varying speeds, bumps, corners and challenges, you'll know that F1 cars do a lot more than just drive in circles. Think of iconic corners like Eau Rouge at Spa, the Alternator Istanbul,
I guess not circles, but like
Maggots and Beckett's at Silverstone,
I don't know.
and even turns 1 and 2 at China.
It's still in a loop.
Have completely
Just
different characteristics.
obviously a
and
very
make
different
amazing
loop.
circuits and awesome wheel-to-wheel racing most of the time.
The cars do all the work.
Yes, the
That
cars
I
are
do agree
incredibly
with.
complex machines with hundreds of people working to develop
I
one
do
car.
think that.
However, to think that the driver has little input in how fast the car goes is ridiculous. Hearing things like anyone can drive it, give me one of them and I'll
I mean, I wouldn't win, but like
incredibly frustrating when 99%
I mean,
of
come
these
on now.
so-called experts would struggle to pull away from their sofa, let alone the lights in an F1 race.
F1 drivers are not real athletes.
I don't want to remind you all of the Renault Day 1.
I don't know. A lot of these are what I actually think about. And like
F1 drivers
non-F1 fans think about also. Like Lewis Hamilton, I'm just going to keep thinking of him. Respectfully, he just sits in a car and drives. I don't know. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, they're definitely not the most athletic people, of course. Not to discredit what they do, of course.
F1 is boring and too predictable.
No, that's not true, obviously.
But when you witness incredible overtakes, close battles, and ingenious
I mean,
team
Lewis Hamilton is
strategy,
favored
F1 is a
basically
sport
every
like no other. Okay,
race, I'm
for sure.
assuming.
That one is definitely the most visually exciting.
At least when I hear a
It's
race
not
is
worth
going on, I'm
switching
just
off after
assuming
that,
Lewis
because
Hamilton's
it's
going to
always
win.
interesting to see how team strategies unfold, the amazing pit stops, and the kind of wheel-to-wheel racing where even the smallest margin
That's
of error
crazy
can
right
spell
there.
disaster. As for F1 being too predictable, what about the 2012 season where we had 7 different race winners in the first 7 races? Or this current season where we have Ferrari and Mercedes constantly jostling for the fastest team in F1, never knowing who will turn up quicker at the next track?
All F1 drivers are soulless PR machines.
Now is the goal.
Don't really understand that one.
Seeing more and more F1 drivers really coming out of their PR shells. Remember when I asked Lewis Hamilton about his dogs, or the time when I asked who'd win in an arm wrestle between Sergio Perez and Esteban Ocon? And who can forget?
Oh, they're just like
banter
robots,
between Hamilton and
basically, is
Vettel
what they're
at
trying to
Canada
say.
About a couple of seagulls on the apex of Turn 1. There are varying personalities up and down the F1 grid, but drivers being portrayed as soulless.
Yeah, that's kind of a stupid misconception too. I just assumed they'd be normal people.
F1 cars aren't loud and don't sound as good, so there's no point.
They're definitely loud.
Yes, the cars aren't as loud as the V10 and V8 era, but to say the cars aren't loud is
Yeah,
a
they're definitely
massive
loud.
understatement. Look around the
Look how
paddock,
fast they're
people are
going.
still most definitely wearing headphones and earplugs in the garages. They're still
NASCAR's
loud,
faster,
trust
though.
me. And if
I
you
mean,
don't think
not
they sound
faster,
good,
louder.
go to an actual race and experience it for yourself, because they sound way better in real
I actually
life
had to
than
wear
they do
headphones
on
when I went to a
TV.
NASCAR race
No point in
when
going
I was
to a
younger.
race because you can only see one corner. Attending an F1 race isn't just about watching the action. You also get to hear the true sound of the engines, smell the race fuel, see the cars in the flesh.
People would
enjoy the
really spend
atmosphere,
money though for that,
go
just
race on
to
race
smell
with
stuff.
media in charge, and cheer for your favourite driver. Admittedly, the atmosphere hasn't been that great at Silverstone in recent years.
Like NASCAR,
although
you can see the
places
whole
like
race
Monza are
just sitting
incredible
where,
with the
no matter where you're sitting
F1
in it.
drivers are overpaid.
The highest paid driver
Well,
on the
no,
grid is
I
Fernando
would never say
Alonso, who
overpaid.
earns a whopping $40 million plus bonuses compared to Lewis Hamilton's
It's a business.
$31
I
million
mean,
plus bonuses. While guys like
viewership
Vernon
and
Sauer
ads and
make a
sponsors
far
equals more
modest
money.
$150,000. For the
I
top
mean,
tier guys,
that goes
it's
for any
an
athlete,
obscene
any
amount
sport.
of
A lot of
money.
people complain
When you
about.
take into account that these drivers risk their lives every weekend
See?
they race, it makes more sense. If you still think the top F1 drivers make too much, then consider this. Footballers like Ronaldo get paid in excess of $100 million a year for kicking a ball
Ronaldo.
and rolling on the floor in pain, even when the
R9.
referee farts.
F1 is too safe these days.
For people whose wish it is to see more dangerous racing and less safety, you need a reality check.
Yeah, that's
F1 still claims the lives of young
a little
drivers.
messed up there.
Most recently, Jules Bianchi sadly lost his life after a freak accident with a recovery tractor at Suzuka in 2014. And in more recent times still, Australia 2016 for example, we've seen some almighty crashes like when Alonso also crashed into the back of Gutierrez.
Yeah, it's always going to be
Rapidly
dangerous.
disintegrated. Or what about Mark Webber on the back of Heikki Kovalainen at Valencia in 2010, where he made contact with the rear wheel of the Caterham and launched extremely high into the air? The fact that there aren't more crashes and fatalities just proves how skilled these drivers are. Steps are
That's a good
constantly
thing.
being taken to develop new technology to make F1 even safer for drivers, with the Halo system being scrapped for a safety screen device for some time in 2018. What stupid F1 misconceptions have you heard recently? Let us know in the comments below.
Welcome
Great
to
video,
a very special
honestly.
video where today
I like that. There's a part 2, so I definitely have to check that out,
We're
you know,
currently
later on in the
Prague
week.
Visiting
Well, that was stupid misconceptions of non-F1 people. Definitely liked that video. I really did. It was funny. Like I mentioned, I'm pretty sure there's a part 2, so I'm going to have to check that out later on in the month. Just add it to my list. But some of these I agree with, absolutely. I mean, with it being dangerous, absolutely it's dangerous. You know, not many people, I'd never heard people saying that race car driving is not that dangerous. It absolutely is dangerous. It's one of the most dangerous sports when you think about it. So many deaths happen in the sport, across in NASCAR too. Something I disagreed with was the athlete part. I mean, no doubt they're athletes, okay? They're better athletes than me, of course. But I didn't think they were that athletic, you know what I mean? When I think of NASCAR drivers or F1 drivers, I don't think of athletes, you know what I mean? I just think of regular people just controlling the car, just people who are good at driving, not really athletes. Same thing goes for like a jockey in horse racing. You know, they just sit on the horse and let the horse do all the work. Same thing that I think about when I think of, you know, race car driving. They just sit in there, drive, and let the car do the work. But I don't know. Obviously, it's different. Obviously, better athlete than me, obviously. I'm just a regular old guy sitting here reacting to videos. But yeah, definitely enjoyed it, though, either way. Have respect for the sport, regardless. Whether I reacted to this video or not, I'm still going to have respect for the sport. That's why I'm reacting to it. That's why I like enjoying making these videos, especially for you guys. You guys enjoy them, too. Hopefully you guys liked this video. If you guys did, make sure to like, subscribe to my channel. Help me get to 6,000 subscribers. I'm less than 200 away. It's gonna be a big day when I hit that good, you know, milestone. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'm out. Peace.